We are live here in Tuttle, Oklahoma at the Tuttle Tigers Football Stadium. Is the name of the field Chad Richardson?
It is,
It's
yes.
Chad Richardson Stadium, similar to at our university that Brennan and I attend, the University of Central Oklahoma. But we are live here with the Bethany Broncos broadcast of a big 4A matchup. The district champions last year, the Tuttle Tigers, and state runners-up coming in here with a 5-0 record, a number one ranking in the district, and having outscored their opponents 249-20 in those 5 games, including 211-7 in the last 4. This is without a doubt going to be the toughest matchup that we have had so far this season, other than maybe the game against Shiloh Christian. Brennan, what can we do? What should we do?
Well,
what's going to happen?
I know we kind of struggled against Jones and Shiloh Christian, which are both, Jones is the top of their district in 2A1, a really good football team, and unluckily we got them in the beginning of the year, but we had some good practice against them, and I know we had a good first week practice this week getting ready for Tuttle, but like you said, they're ranked 5 in Oklahoma, number 1 in the district, so it's definitely going to their work is going to be cut out for them tonight.
Kick is away to be returned by Jagger Weaver, number 4, and they close in on him pretty quickly. He's been a dangerous returner so far this year, but not an opportunity to do anything on that one.
And I know this stadium is huge. It's electric. There's a lot of fans out here tonight, and that can contribute to some nervousness and some early jitters. So we just need to come out, confident in our ability to execute like we have before.
It's like you said to yourself, Brendan, this feels like a college football atmosphere. Everybody is loud and rocking, and the facilities are elite here in Tuttle. So we'll come out in a pistol formation. Wyatt Kiefer, the normal running back, is injured tonight, so we'll be using a different slew of backs to back up Brody McLaren at quarterback, number 6. Fakes a handoff on the first play. Nice slant to Jagger Weaver, who makes a catch in traffic and picks up enough for a first down. Nice start for the Bethany offense.
Yeah, great read by McLaren, faking the handoff. And that in running back is number 7, Xavier McGee. And he's had some touches early this year and is a notable player for sure.
Yeah, McGee only a sophomore, but looking size-wise more like he fits in with the upperclassmen. Bethany rocking the black pants tonight. I think that's the first time we've seen that look this season for sure. McLaren now in the shotgun. Breck Brady is in the slot, the big man, number 88. He'll set the block, or try to, for Seth Greiner, who makes a catch on the right side, tries to spin away from a tackle, picks up a couple.
Yeah, I like this decision so far, and letting McLaren kind of read the field and get these little completions going. That's what you should do with a younger quarterback and get his confidence.
Just get him in a rhythm.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely important, especially against a defense like this that has allowed so little. 1 touchdown the last 4 games. And you wonder, I should dive into that research a little more deeply. That might even be a garbage time touchdown, meaning scored late in the game, doesn't even matter. McLaren's all alone back there with 3 out to his left. And he's going to run a little quarterback draw. Takes it out to the right side, makes somebody miss, and takes a hard hit from number 30, Slate Snyder, before going down for about a 4-yard gain. They got an electric light board over there for the downs.
Yeah, I know. We can see it really clear. I like that. But, yeah, good decision by McLaren, not going out wide, not pushing anything too aggressive, and just picking up a couple.
So it'll bring up 3rd and short, 3rd and 2 from the 35, 10:25 remaining here in the first quarter. McGee sent out wide by McLaren. He's now the second man from the top of your screen. Jagger Weaver out the widest. Seth Greiner back there in the backfield with Brody McLaren.
McGee's got a lot of space over there. I'd throw him the ball.
Yeah, the safety's unsure of what to do. Oh, and they run for a draw. He had a hole, but he slipped up and fell. Only picks up a yard. It's going to be short of the first.
Man, he had that first down in the bag, but that turf monster got him.
It really did. It was right there. I'm sure no one's more frustrated than him, but with how short that yard is and how this game might go, I wonder if they'll go for it or if they'll try that pooch punt they like with McLaren.
Yeah, I think they may go for this one and set the tone early.
I was going to say that looks more like an offensive play call than a plans for punting. And the crowd here reacting, cheering on their Tigers. 4th and 1, McGee in the backfield, and he's going to pooch punt it. Yeah. They faked him out. That was good.
Smart decision.
I like it.
It's too early to give Tuttle, good field position.
Downed at the 30 by number 14, Eli Mars. So Tuttle is going to take over, actually at the 31. 9:20 remaining here in the first quarter. And we'll take a quick break while they chat about it. Nope, we won't. Just kidding.
Yeah, and Tuttle has got a lot of size on that offensive line. A couple, number 77, Blake 6'6", 305. Guy right next to him is Cale Harriman, 6'4", 340.
Yeah, I'm going to guess Blake Schneeberger?
Yeah, I didn't want to butcher it.
Cruz Campbell, guy that shredded us last year in the playoffs, drops back, goes deep, looking for number 11, who has been very dangerous this year, Donnie Schluter. And that one's going to come up incomplete. A little bit of contact there while the ball was in the air.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's kind of Tuttle's thing is, starting off big and trying to get one early, but great defensive block by Aguilar.
Yeah, great coverage by Aguilar. Really just stuck to his guy there. Damian Aguilar, definitely a guy that's really kind of emerged this season as a big impact player, especially on defense. Shotgun again for Cruz Campbell. He's got Rounceville next to him. He's going to throw into traffic, and the ball will fall incomplete. He's lucky he didn't get picked off.
Yeah, it was close. That was Jagger, and McLaren seems to be playing kind of a strong safety out there on the outside.
Interesting. Yeah, we like that. It's almost sort of, what do you call that, like a robber look?
Yeah.
We definitely have seen them run something of like a 3-3-5 on defense. That's kind of what everybody's doing, right? Nobody runs a four-man front anymore. Except for Iowa. Shotgun. Campbell looking right, has a receiver wide open. Finally able to get it to Schluter. Third target, finally complete. Enough for a first down.
Yeah, it was a really good read by Campbell. He just kind of was patient, had a lot of time to throw, and Aguilar was just a little too far off and should have sat right at the sticks, but good play from Tuttle.
I really thought we might get him on a 3-and-out on that first drive. I really thought. Just for a minute. First and 10 from the Bethany 47 now. 8:45 remaining in the first. Campbell play action, looking deep left side. Number 2's got it. That's Jalen Lane, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Jalen Lane and Jordan Lane, very dangerous twin brothers, number 2 and number 1. That's the first time we've seen one of them. That's Jalen. Big receiving touchdown, and the Tigers are on the board first.
Yeah, not even running the ball this drive, and Aguilar was there, just kind of got beat right off the start. I kind of knew they were going to go on this one-on-one. They were really wide, and, great ball from Campbell.
Well, nice start for the Broncos. They were bending, but definitely not breaking, and then they broke. 7-0 is the score. Tuttle Tigers take the first blood, I guess you could say. 8:36 remaining in the first. Bethany Broncos here on Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Back here in Tuttle, Oklahoma with the Oklahoma Sports Network coverage of the Bethany Broncos taking on the Tuttle Tigers here at Chad Richardson Stadium. Tuttle Tigers score first, go up 7-0 with 8:36 remaining in the first quarter. Cruz Campbell hit number 2 Jalen Lane on about a 43-yard touchdown pass. Looking really good for Tuttle, looking not so good for Bethany right now, but have something to build on. We had a little bit of offensive success, and the defense looked pretty solid before they gave up the big scoring play.
Yeah, not a bad drive on offense. We had some things rolling, made just a little mistake, get behind the sticks. And defensively, we had them pushed back to, a 3rd and 10?
Yes. Yeah, we did have them on a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, so, although they did score, I think we're looking pretty solid so far.
Well, we'll hold out hope. There's still a lot of football to be played. That's definitely something to keep in mind. 8:36 left to go. Bethany will take over on their own 20. Tight pistol formation, McLaren with McGee behind him. They're going to run a good old option play. Classic spread option to the left. He goes down pretty quick after only about a yard.
Tackled by one of their notable linebackers, Noah Herring, is 6'3", 230, right in the middle there to plug up the hole.
One of the few guys on defense that I do recognize from last season, from when we got beat down in the playoffs, is Noah Herring.
Oh, I guess he's playing D-tackle.
Oh, wow, they got him. Oh, yeah. I remember they used him at a little bit of a mix between linebacker and defensive line. So fake handoff here. Brody McLaren going over the middle to Breck Brady. A lot of contact again when the ball is in the air, but broken up. That's the other Lane brother there, Jordan Lane.
Yeah, I like the look trying to get it to Brady. But, this Tuttle secondary is really good at spying those out, and that's why they haven't allowed a lot of scores.
Yeah, you can see why this defense is known as one of the best units in the state right now. And they're, they look it on paper. 7 points, man. Yikes. If Bethany can just get a touchdown, we'll equal the offensive output against this defense in the last 4 games. 3rd and 10, 7:59 left here in the first. Fake handoff to McGee. McLaren under a lot of pressure, and he will fold at the 16. There were about 3 Tigers on him, and they take him down. That's going to bring up a 4th and long, and Bethany will have to punt.
Yeah, and just like we were saying, one of the best defenses in the district. They sent 6 right there. They had a 4-man rush and 2 out wide kind of blitzing, and really you can't do much against that, especially against a little undersized and younger offensive line.
Certainly. It is I'm trying to stay positive, but this could be a tough game for us, Broncos. I'm going to be honest with you. Good punt by McLaren, taking it 50 by Schluter. Takes it outside to the left, puts his shoulders down. Tough hit by McGee, who ends up finally pulling him down, but not before he gets all the way down to the Bethany 22.
And another notable player that we're missing is I think he came out late in the game last week, is Sawyer Yates. He's not in there at guard this game, so that's very detrimental.
That is a powerful presence on the offensive line. He's been a great run blocker this season. Yeah, those are 2 big absences. Sawyer Yates and then Wyatt Kiefer also. I don't know how much we touched on that yet, but he is out for this game. Foot in a boot, unfortunately. He's been the dominant rushing force for the Broncos so far this season. Big loss not having him there. Cruz Campbell in a shotgun formation. First handoff we've seen to Rounceville, the senior standout. He gets about a yard before the ref throws his pink flag for breast cancer awareness. I like the breast cancer awareness pink flags, but I will tell you, when your 11-year-old is playing his first season of football and he sees a pink flag come out for the first time, he's like, is that a different penalty?
Yeah.
Did I do something? What call is that?
Yeah.
So the call is actually against Tuttle. Looks like it's going to be holding.
It was
so
holding
that's a big one.
Against number 40, Wick. Help me with that last name, would you? It's kind of one of those.
Wick Komesher is what I'm going to guess. Yeah, we got lots of Polish and German ancestry out here in southwest Oklahoma City, Yukon Mustang area. So that's going to bring up a 1st and 20 now on the Bethany 32. 6:55 left to go here in the first. Rounceville's going to get it again, but he's taken down at the line, if not maybe a yard behind it. Great defensive pursuit by Bethany. Getting a little fired up there is number 28. Let me scroll down. I'm on a digital roster today, folks. Mitchell Pace. Pacing the defense. He's only 5'8", but, man, he hit him like he was 5'10". Goodness.
Yeah, that was a great plug by him and Brady to finish the tackle.
So now a 2nd and even longer. It still says 20 on the board, but I'm telling you, it's 21. 2nd and 21, 6:22. Cruz Campbell back to pass, looking right as a wide open receiver. It's Lane again. That's like leaving Randy Moss with space. Walks in untouched again.
Yeah, they hit him with the inside wheel route, and our secondary got caught up with the long kind of curl routes and just left wide open.
Understandable, but at the same time, there was way too much open field around a guy who is that electric. That is a huge defensive miscue, and it will really cost him.
And my goodness, Phil, I know they do this at UCO, but I guess Chad Richardson really likes those coloring lights.
I sort of prefer this,
Wow.
to the OU where they flash them on and off. Then I just think that a pickpocket's about to come up behind me or something. Yeah, I guess the refs don't like it. They want it to stop so they can kick the field goal.
Yeah, re-kick that one.
They said, no, you can't do that. No strobes during extra points. So 6:13 left to go here in the first. That touchdown gives Tuttle a 13-0 lead. Second touchdown of the quarter from Cruz Campbell to Jordan Lane, who looks right now. Oh, bad snap on the extra point. Tuttle will cover it. It's still bouncing around. Still bouncing. Bethany's on it. No, they're going to blow it dead. Oh, they wanted an opportunity to take that one back for 2. They're just going to say incomplete. I don't know. You just blow that one dead?
I think that's a rule in high school is if it's blown dead.
Yeah. All right. Well, there we go. Hey, at least they get no extra point on that one. So the score will remain 13-0. 6:13 left to go in the first. We'll take a quick break. Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Tuttle, Oklahoma, to see the Bethany Broncos take on the Tuttle Tigers in this 4A District 2 matchup in, I already said, Tuttle, the Chad Richardson Stadium. That's right. Same one as our school that we attend here, not our alma mater. What do you call the school that you're just currently enrolled in? Is there a fancy name for that one?
Oh, I don't know.
Viewers, listeners, call in, please, at the 1-800 number listed on the screen. Now, at 13-0, 6:13 left to go here in the first. Bethany's given up a couple of touchdown passes from Cruz Campbell, number 12, senior quarterback for the Tigers, to Jordan Lane, junior wide receiver and defensive back, one of a pair of twins, both of whom have had big plays tonight.
And Tuttle, he got a good kicker. He's put 2 back in the end zone.
That's the truth. That's 25, Diego Oliveras, junior kicker. Definitely got to be a soccer guy, just guessing with his size. He's only 5'8", 160, but he's got a leg, man. Got to be a soccer guy for sure. So Bethany will once again get the ball at their own 20-yard line. Once again, their offensive drives have shown promise. Clearly, the identity is there. You know, screen passes, runs up the middle, options to spread the defense out. Just not anything really clicking in terms of a big play yet. McLaren back there with McGee again. He's going to give it – no, he's going to keep it. Faked it to Greiner. Tough hit from Jalen Lane, the other brother, putting his shoulders down and smacking McLaren after a 1-yard gain.
So if I believe, I have a friend that is related to one of these lanes, and what I've heard is he has a lot of quite a few, not commits, but offers from some pretty big schools.
Is that Jalen number 2 or Jordan?
Either one. I'm not too sure which
Jordan
one, but
looks,
I think both of them.
I mean, literally, when Jordan Lane caught that ball in space and then just juked out, he looked like an elite receiver. McLaren over the middle to Breck Brady. He's our elite receiver. Puts his shoulder pads down, stumbles over, picks up about 8. Going to set us up a 3rd and short.
Great play. I love the fake handoff and hitting our big boy down the middle and trying to pick up a first down.
Play action is definitely something that A, we're good at, and B, is working against this defense.
I agree.
Tuttle got about 8 men in the box, showing a lot of pressure. McLaren's under center for the first time this game. Seth Greiner split out on the bottom of your screen. Jagger Weaver way wide out to the left on the top of your screen. Xavier McGee, the running back there with McLaren. 4:50 on the game clock. Tush push, trying to push ahead, as Brendan pointed out. Looked like a Tuttle player was offsides, but we've got no flags and no gain on that play either, apparently.
Wow, that's a big miss from a ref. His whole helmet was over the ball.
I thought I saw, was he on the left side of the line down here at the bottom?
No, he was on the right side, of the nose tackle, and he was right there in that A gap, and his helmet was right over the ball.
4th, and as we saw in the last play, a long one. Looking like this might be another one of those pooch punts. Nope. McLaren keeps it, trying to get around the corner. Not going to happen. Little bit of a late hit there on the sideline, but flags will stay in the pockets. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. The Tigers will take over from the 25.
I mean, I like the decision to go for it on fourth, but we like McLaren getting outside, but on those short 4th and 1s, give it to McGee and let him plug the hole and try to push forward.
Yeah, you have to wonder if maybe that was indeed the play call, because McLaren kind of throwing his arms up at the sideline afterwards, like maybe he was confused about something or maybe just frustrated. I'm not sure. So they'll take over here on the Bethany 25, the Tuttle Tigers, with 4 minutes left to go in the first. Handoff, Rounceville. Hasn't been able to get it going yet, but he gets it going there, gets 5 yards.
Yeah, like you mentioned last year, Rounceville was one of those guys that are really hard to tackle. He never let the first guy ever tackle him, so that's going to be something that Bethany's going to need to wrap up on, like they have done so far.
Yeah, definitely one of those yak guys. Yards after contact. Nice catch there by the other Lane brother. First time we've seen him pull it in, Jordan Lane. Or pardon me, that's Jalen Lane. Jordan is number 1. Lane getting enough for the first down. P announcer incorrectly announcing that he carried that ball. He did not. He caught that ball. Both the Lane brothers, good hands. So here's 1st and 10. Another handoff to Rounceville. Stumbling, bumbling, picks up about 7 yards. Tuttle once again knocking at the door. It's going to be 2nd and 5, 3:05 left here in the first. Handoff, Rounceville up the middle. Easy touchdown. Only had to stumble over one guy. And just like that, it's 19-0. We're down by 3 scores.
Yeah, they just had good field position after the missing that 4th and 1 from Bethany and kind of just set them up for success. And they just kind of ran great concepts and put one in.
Well, extra point is good. 2:57 left to go in the first. It is 20-0. Tuttle Tigers on top. We'll be back with more Bethany Broncos football here on Oklahoma Sports Network.
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, PayMe Checking puts real money right into your account when you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. PayMe Checking, the free account that pays you only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Back here in Tuttle, Oklahoma, to the Bethany Broncos at Tuttle Tigers here on Oklahoma Sports Network. It's been tough going for the Broncos so far in the first quarter. They're down 20-0 here with 2:57 left to go. Cruz Campbell's hit Jalen Lane. I did it again. Hit Jordan Lane for 2 receiving touchdowns, and then Sean Rounceville, the senior running back, smacking up the middle for 7 yards on an easy rushing touchdown. Just like that, we're down 3 scores. But, hey, there's still hope, still a lot of football left to play, and Jagger Weaver is going to try to get something on this kick return, but he's pulled down at about the 18.
Yeah, considering this Tuttle kicker has put 1 or 2 through the back of the end zone, they finally gave him one to catch. I mean, what was that, 20 yards he had to run to even get there? So making the best with what he's got.
And that coverage team really flies down there in a hurry. Tuttle's got a lot of speed. They definitely work on those sleds for sure. So we'll see what the Broncos can do here. I mean, we've still, like we've said over and over, the offensive game plan is solid. The execution just isn't quite there. I mean, we had a second down where Breck Brady was a yard short of picking up a new set of downs, and then we just couldn't do anything after that initial catch. So if we can build on some of this momentum, though. McLaren going to take the snap and immediately try to run it out around to the right. And, I mean, Brendan, that one's just not been working tonight. There's too much speed on this Tuttle defense on the edges.
Yeah, I mean, the concept and thought of it's not the worst, but definitely I would like to go back to those scripted plays that they had at the beginning of their first drive, swinging it out wide and letting people like Griner and Jagger get the ball and use their speed to get up the field.
Sorry if we had some cheerleaders running in front of the shot there, folks. Working with what we got. 2nd and about 11 on this one. Tigers showing blitz. And the band is hot to go. So is the defense. As they pull down our running back in the backfield. That's a new guy. I got to get my phone out again here.
That is number 24, Tristan Garrett.
Tristan Garrett. Couldn't get much there. Pulled down. It's an absolutely random observation. I really enjoy Mo Betta's Hawaiian food. Not sure if you've tried that
No,
place.
I have not.
So it's 3rd and about 15 here. This has been a rough drive for Bethany. McLaren to the left. Good completion to Griner, but only a few yards picked up on that one. I don't want to say our boys have given up already, but this body language is, it's not super positive. I'm hoping that our guys aren't already losing the fight. Brendan doesn't have any thoughts. He's just thinking about Hawaiian food now.
No, I'm just thinking about the last play, and I didn't catch what the guys were doing downfield.
So it's another good punt from McLaren, received at about the 41-yard line by Jalen Lane, and he's got a lot of space, and he's very fast, and he is gone. And it's a touchdown.
Yeah, I wonder what his 40 time is because, that was quick.
Not a great game so far for the Broncos, but unfortunately it's kind of what, I don't want to say we expected, but it was something we were concerned about. The Tigers have been really, really dominant on both sides of the ball against literally everyone they've played this year. The only team to really play them close at all was Guthrie in the season opener, taking them to 28-13, but still losing ultimately. If I'm the Elgin Owls, I'm watching out this year. I don't know if these guys are going to repeat. This Tuttle Tigers team looks even stronger.
Yep.
So 27-0 is the score. Minute 12 remaining in the first quarter. Bethany Broncos football, Oklahoma Sports Network.
Download our free apps on Apple and Android devices. Plus, find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Search Oklahoma Sports Network and watch from anywhere.
Back here in Tuttle, Oklahoma at Tuttle Tigers Football Stadium, Chad Richardson Football Stadium to see the Bethany Broncos take on the Tuttle Tigers in this 4A2 matchup. It's been tough going for Bethany. They're down 27-0 now after Jalen Lane took his turn to score a touchdown. It's now 3 out of 4 Tuttle Tigers touchdowns scored by the Lane brothers. Jagger Weaver going to try it again on kick returning here. Has a bit of a lane on the left side. Gets outside, gets past the 20. Hey,
yeah,
little
late
victories.
hit. Late hit.
Late hit
call the
and
flag.
a flag. Hey, we like that. We don't like the late hit, but we like the flag. We'll take the call.
Yeah, I was about to say, I hear some screaming. I don't think the Tuttle fans liked it, but that was the band.
Right? No, the Tuttle band has really kicked on all of a sudden. We kept wondering when we would start to hear them.
And this is the first time I've seen like a stadium where the stands are dark.
Yeah, I noticed that too, that they turn the sort of the house lights off, if you will. It's calming. It's relaxing.
Yeah, it is
until they score a touchdown. So it's 1st and 10 for the Bethany Broncos here from the 36, basically, after the penalty. Once again, some junior Tuttle Tigers cheerleaders may have appeared on your screen. Xavier McGee getting the handoff, juking around and showing some positive power running. Smacking him down, getting about 8 yards. Great carry by McGee.
Yeah, I really like the call. Like I said a while ago, we know we like McLaren on the outside, but can't utilize that much on this Tuttle defense. And give McGee those shots up the middle. I like that.
Well, you've literally got either Lane brother on either side of the screen. You've got Jordan on the top, number 1, and then Jalen on the bottom of your screen on the outside of each side. So, yeah, going to the perimeter against either one of those guys is really difficult. They're just too quick. McLaren over the middle, really dangerous pass. Dropped by number 13, Brody Fisher, the senior defensive linebacker, pardon me.
Yeah, I actually really like that concept. They got stuck in the backfield with McGee and were trying to get some guys downfield. Maybe threw it just a little too early, but, we're not seeing or he's not seeing what we're seeing up here, so different ball game from down there.
Absolutely true. Might have seen a window that he could make that pass in, and if he had, would have been a huge play. 3 receivers, Jagger Weaver, Seth Greiners in the slot, and then up top I think is Marcos Lopez. McLaren fakes the handoff to McGee. No, he does give it to McGee, and McGee gets a great gain up the middle, about 5 or 6 yards and a first down.
I think that's our first first down so far.
Is there a flag on the play?
There is not.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good.
So 1st and 10 from the 48 here. And, yes, I do think that is the first time that we've grabbed a first down in this game, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter with the Tuttle Tigers ahead 27-0 over your Bethany Broncos. We'll be back here with more Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Back here in Tuttle, Oklahoma on Oklahoma Sports Network for the Bethany Broncos at the Tuttle Tigers here in Chad Richardson Stadium. Tigers on top 27-0, but the Bethany Broncos putting together something here on offense. They've got a 1st and 10 on the 48 after picking up their first new set of downs in this game. Grinder's going to get the handoff on the wide receiver around, but he's going to go down for a loss. About 3 or 4 lost on that one.
And exactly like you were saying, Jalen Lane, both Lane brothers, are really good at containing that outside and covering the flats.
I think I figured out why I keep thinking Jalen Lane is Jordan Lane. So Jalen Hurts, number 1.
Okay.
Eagles, right? That's my brain keeps doing it.
Yeah, after they took a horrible loss to the Giants.
They did, but oh my goodness, I love Cam Scatabo so much. Yeah. More Cam Scatabo. Just put the camera on that guy the whole game. 2nd and 14 here from their own 44. McGee. No, that's McLaren. That's McGee. Putting his shoulder down, picking up the loss, and then a couple more.
I think that was McLaren.
That is McLaren.
Yep.
I couldn't figure out which Mick it was. I think Seth Greiner went up there to help block at the same time, and I thought he was McLaren. So a not so manageable 3rd and 7 here. 10:50 on the clock. Second quarter just started a moment ago. Ball on the 50 right in the middle of the Tuttle Tiger tee. McLaren shotgun, 3 receivers out to his left, including Breck Brady. Over the top right side and over the top of the head of the intended receiver, Jagger Weaver.
Yeah, the play was there. Jagger had the edge on one of the Lane brothers, and I just don't think he saw it too well. He was getting pressured and just overthrew it a little bit.
Yeah, I saw you motioning. Is that who you wanted him to go to?
I was pointing my finger. He had McGee in the flats just for a little check down, but
could have been enough to get it.
Can't hurt a quarterback for trying to get something down the field.
Now, here you got to think this is 4-down territory since we're in the middle of the field. But you never know. They could just pooch it. Yep, that's what he's going to do. High pooch kick, end over end. And Bethany will have an opportunity to pin the Tigers deep all the way back at the 5. Great punt, great coverage from Seth Greiner, and I think that's Jagger Weaver.
Yeah, so, I mean, another, kind of mid to successful, drive from Bethany Broncos and just those little things that are hurting us. Definitely on the outside stuff. Maybe want to start trying to keep pounding down the middle and just gain those little yards.
Showed every indication that we could score on this defense. We just have to keep taking advantage of those opportunities.
And I think Tuttle might get a sideline warning. This side judge threw a penalty, but I'm not sure what it's about.
Interesting. Well, Tigers are going to take a timeout. We'll go ahead and take a timeout ourselves. Bethany Broncos, Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Here in Tuttle, Oklahoma. Oklahoma Sports Network's coverage of the Bethany Broncos at the Tuttle Tigers here in this 4A Division II matchup. Broncos down 27-0 with 10:21 left to go here in the second. Tigers taking over deep in their own territory, way back at the 6. Hand off to Rounceville up the middle, picks up about 4 or 5. It's been tough going for the Broncos on both sides of the ball. Shown a few glimmers on offense, but defense has really been a struggle. Jordan Lane has been beating us all over the place, and he's going to get a quick little handoff here, a little pitch. But he stumbles. The handoff between Campbell and Lane wasn't great.
Yeah, great tackle by Malachi Chapman. Just read that one perfectly and got a great tackle.
Third down, Bethany did a good job of jumping the snap, but Lane is wide open over the middle, but the ball is just a little bit overthrown. Brings up a 4th down for the Tuttle offense. Cruz Campbell very frustrated back there.
Yeah, good defense from Aguilar. He was right there with him the whole time, and they really liked that 3rd down one-on-one, so I'm sure Aguilar knew it was coming.
I think everybody knew it was coming.
Yeah.
The only thing that stopped it was the overthrow. Kind of got lucky on that, but what will take it. I think that is this might be the first 4th down that we've seen Tuttle brought to. Late substitution here from the Tigers. 9:38 to go here in the second. Ball on the 9, and the Tigers are going to take another timeout.
Yeah, they didn't have substitutions.
Well, I guess we'll take another little timeout ourselves. We'll be right back here, Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Tuttle, Oklahoma at the Tuttle Tigers football stadium, Chad Richardson football stadium, watching the Bethany Broncos take on the Tuttle Tigers in this 4A Division II matchup. First time we've seen the Tigers on a 4th down here tonight, and they'll punt it on a 4th and 6 from their own 9. Decent punt from Oliveris, the kicker there, and it'll be down at the Tuttle 43, so the best field position of the night for the Broncos.
Yeah, definitely going to be in the Tuttle Tigers territory, so I would really take advantage of this Broncos offense and really try to get on the board.
Yeah, we keep getting fun tongue twisters with
I
the
know.
Tuttle Tigers tongue twisters. Uh-oh, they're pulling out the Mobamba. Look out. Feels like we're at Penn State. So Broncos, good field position here at the Tigers 44 actually, with 9:26 left to go in the second. Got a tight set, lots of big bodies out in front of Brody McLaren. He'll hand off to McGee, puts his pads down. Pardon me, that's Marcos Lopez who gets the carry.
Yeah, a lot of different guys playing running back tonight.
I had a feeling that it was going to be something of a stable tonight,
Yep.
and it's looking like that's exactly what we're doing. Throw somebody in there, make them rumble, bumble, stumble. Then go ahead and switch them out, give them a breather, try somebody else. Does feel like Xavier McGee has been the main guy tonight, though.
Yep, for sure.
In terms of output, that is to say. So 2nd and 10 here, 8:48 left to go in the second. Shotgun set, McLaren going to hand off to Lopez again, and Lopez once again gets to the line, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, just really nowhere for him to go. Like we said, this Tuttle defense is really challenging, and they play hard football, and it's going to take some different things to beat this team.
8:20 left to go in the second. Broncos still with the ball on the 43, looking at a 3rd and 10. This has been the best opportunity maybe all night for the Broncos to try to get a score. It would be really too bad if we can't convert something here. Lopez motioning out right. McLaren under pressure, and he is going to go down.
Yeah.
Sandwiched by a couple of Tigers there. Komisher, and then, goodness, what was the number on
40.
the other fella? Oh, that was Komisher. Yeah.
And 53.
And 53 is Hillicoss. Man, these guys, you need a pronunciation guide with this Tuttle Tigers roster.
Maybe if we make it to ESPN, we'll get that. We'll get that figured out.
I'm working on it, all right? Well, you heard them at the conferences. We got to do our TikToks.
Yeah.
We got to do our podcasts. That is actually something I was going to talk to you about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be
You
cool.
heard it live on air. We're going to do a sports podcast. Young hat, old hat.
Young hat, old hat.
Jordan, you're producing because we need you to do something. And we got another timeout here. This time it's Bethany. So 7:18 left to go in the second. 27-0 Tigers ahead. We'll be back with more football on Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Tuttle, Oklahoma at Chad Richardson Stadium, watching the Tuttle Tigers take on your Bethany Broncos. It's been tough sledding for the Broncos so far, down 27-0 against the 5th-ranked team in the state, looking 5th-ranked in the state for good reason. Pair of speedsters on either side of the offense or defense, the Lane brothers, Jordan at number 1 and Jalen at number 2. 4th and really long, Bethany in an offensive formation, but they like to punt out of this, and we got a flag down on the play.
Yeah, it's going to be offsides on Tuttle. They got him with the hard count.
Hey, we'll take that. We didn't get it on the play where it really mattered.
Yeah, that was number 33, Turner Lemming, that jumped offsides. And I'm sure we'll stick to the kick.
It's sort of an odd mistake for the Tuttle defense, and especially for Fleming. He's been one of the strongest performers so far tonight on the defensive side of the ball for the Tigers. So it's 4th and 14, 7:16 left to go. Ball on the 48, and they're going to pass. And McLaren stays on his feet, and then he goes down. Oh, it was fun for a minute.
Yeah, I'm surprised they went for that. I mean, heck yeah, I like the aggressiveness, but he didn't have much time to really do anything.
Yeah, not much you can do in that situation. He tried to take what they gave him, and what they gave him was not much. But honestly, really strong pocket presence and running from McLaren. He really got swallowed up, and those are not small guys on either side of the ball for the lines on Tuttle. I mean, you can see they're 78 and 77. I think those are the two guys you were talking about earlier. Yeah, they are NFL-sized, literally. 1st and 10 from the 49 for the Tuttle Tigers. 7:09 left to go in the second. Handoff, Rounceville, right side, lots of space. McLaren pulling him down in the open field with the ankle tackle. All right, Brody, we see you.
Yeah, he probably had a little bit of anger on that 4th down, not getting anybody to throw to, so good job getting the tackle.
Took it out on Rounceville's left leg.
And definitely kudos to him playing both ways. I know that's hard as a quarterback, for
He's
sure.
really been turning it on. Yeah, they're splitting him out at cornerback now. He's out in the flat, but he's going to get beat there. It's one of the lanes. McLaren's in on the tackle again, though. Another 1st down for the Tigers, but Brody McLaren putting on his own defensive clinic right now.
Yeah, that was the same concept that they ran, and I think the second drive of their scoring touchdown is that little curl route, and it's tough to cover.
So 1st and 10 from the 19 for the Tigers. Handoff Rounceville, left side, picks up about 5. Out of bounds to stop the clock with 6:31 to go. You think Jason White's here?
Oh, yeah, it is true.
I thought about that earlier.
Went to
I thought I'm gonna look for Jason White. He's probably in an Air Comfort Solutions shirt.
Yeah, he probably is not here.
No, he's probably not. I mean, he runs that company, man.
Yeah.
He's legit. 2nd down and 5. Cruz Campbell back to pass over the middle. Has a man, but it's incomplete. Hits him in the hands. That's Jalen Lane.
Yeah, I believe
no, that's Jordan Lane.
Yeah, and that was covered up by Jagger Weaver doing a good job back there playing safety. Definitely has his work cut out for him. Covering one of the Lane brothers is definitely a difficult thing to do.
So far, they've done a decent job. Both the Lane brothers kind of in the inside of the defense there. Schluter out wide, number 11 at the bottom of the screen. Campbell throws it left side to the big man, Jet McCoy, who we haven't seen a lot of tonight.
Yeah, good defensive pursuit from Aguilar. He saw that one coming all the way and made a really good tackle to bring up 4th down.
Hey, yeah, I was going to say that brings up 4th, and so they're going to kick a field goal. We'll take that.
Absolutely.
Now it's 6:27 earlier left to go. Now it's 6:21.
Yeah, we got that goal
left
post.
to go. Got that goal post.
Right.
I keep trying to bend around it. It's hard. But, hey, better having that than when our scoreboard was down the other day and we were just winging it the whole time. That was fun. I think it's 5 minutes left in the first. I don't know. And the field goal is good from no good from Oliveris.
He missed it
so
wide
the
right.
score will remain 27-0. We shut the Tigers out from scoring on that drive. Let's call it. Yeah. So 6:15 left to go here in the second quarter. Tuttle ahead 27-0 over the Bethany Broncos, Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Tuttle, Oklahoma, watching the Tuttle Tigers take on your Bethany Broncos here at Chad Richardson Football Stadium. Bethany taking over with the ball at 1st and 10 on the 20 after a missed field goal from the Tuttle Tigers kicker Oliveris came up. So the Tigers came up scoreless on that drive for the first time tonight. We'll call that a win for the defense.
Absolutely. Great defensive drive for Bethany. And just this run right here by McGee, that's the offense that has been working for them so far, and I really hope they stick with that.
It is nice seeing McGee back out there. He's definitely a presence that they really need on this offense. 3 wide receivers, and then McGee's back there. Option out right side. McLaren bouncing off of people, picking up a couple, maybe enough for the first.
Yep, they're going to call him past the first, and I think he'll pick up the chains. Yep.
Love it. Yeah, I know this is an offense, I think, that based on what we saw early on in the season, they really wanted to run a lot of passing looks. But where we look best is when we're just power running, man. Just old school 3 yards in a cloud of dust, 4 yards in a cloud of dust. You want the 4 yards, because if you get the 3 yards 3 times, it's only 9 yards. That's not enough for a first down. It doesn't work.
Quick maths.
Mm-hmm. We're good at that here. Sometimes. 5:20 left to go here in the second. 1st and 10 on their own 31. McLaren hands off to McGee. Big pile of bodies in the middle. He'll only get about 2. Yeah, definitely. If Kiefer's out for any length of time, McGee really seems like the guy that we want to come in and be the replacement for sure.
Oh, yeah. He runs the ball really well. He's a pretty fast guy, but he runs the football really hard downhill.
You know, he wears the same number, and his running style reminds me of our old pal, Judson Ace Gilliland, now a Mustang Bronco. We drove through Mustang on the way here tonight.
Yep.
Pretty sure I passed my kid's dad's house. McLaren, shotgun, running up the middle.
Oh.
Ooh, takes a tough hit. Bent over the back of McCoy there.
I was about to say that was kind of a low blow from McCoy taking down McLaren, and good thing he's getting up healthy and ready to rock and roll.
One thing about McLaren, he's a tough son of a gun, man.
That's
he
true.
takes a lick and keeps on ticking. I like that kid.
Little one-liners there.
All right. Hey, no, I'm telling you, I think he is inspired by Mr. Mayfield.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
That number 6, and he's got that attitude like Mr. Mayfield. He hits like Mr. Mayfield. We love Baker Mayfield down here at the Bethany Broncos Oklahoma Sports Network broadcast. 3rd and 2. 3:50 left to go in the second. Snap, McLaren throws out to the right, has Griner, and they cover him up quickly. Boom. At least one of the Lane brothers involved in that one, and McCoy there as well for the Tigers. Going to bring up 4th and short, 4th and 2 now.
Yeah, Tuttle does a really good job rallying to the ball, and I like the look trying to get it out there and pick up a quick first down, but kind of tough to do against this Tigers defense.
So here's another 4th and short where we wonder if we're going to see the pooch punt or if we're going to see them go for it. 3:14 left to go here in the first half. It's a 4th and 2 from the 39, and McLaren will pooch punt it. Probably the smart way to go, especially with how our defense has been playing these past couple of drives. So Tuttle is going to take over from their own 29, looks like. 3:05 left to go in the second quarter. Pardon me, they'll start at the 40. So Tigers are going to have 1st and 10 from the 40.
Yeah, I know we're down, a substantial amount of points, but I'm kind of really proud of our defense so far of, sticking with these boys and not giving up for sure.
Hey, and they just showed it on the board. We're still second in the division in the standings, right behind the Tigers. So even if we lose today, we could still retain that position. Bad snap to Campbell. He pulls it down and just goes ahead and runs forward for a couple of yards on the busted play.
Campbell keeps it, picks up a couple. Brady with the tackle.
The guy announcing for Tuttle over the intercom doesn't sound too happy.
Yeah, you'd think he'd be, considering the score, you'd think he'd be a little more enthused. 2nd and 8, 2:38 left to go. Ball on the 42. Campbell dropping back to pass, looking left. Has Jalen Lane, who's pulled down. Nice tackle from Seth Griner.
And it looks like there is some laundry on the field, and it's going to be holding against Tuttle.
Love it. Yeah, see, it's hard for me to recognize it when it's the pink. My brain just doesn't. If I see a yellow flag out of the corner of my eye, I pick up on it. But pink, my brain's just like, nope. Someone threw their bandana on the field.
It is a little tough to see for sure.
I just bet the ref pulls the flag out and he goes, Pink Pony Club, and he throws it up in the air. I think that's what happens. 2nd and 19 from the 31 will be the position now for the Tigers after the penalty. Got, I think that's Jordan Lane in the slot on the bottom of your screen. But he's going to look for Jalen Lane on the top of the screen, who makes the catch, sheds a tackle. He is off to the races, making people miss. He's back, cutting into the middle of the field. It's a foot race. Schluter sets the block.
Wow.
He scores again.
Goodness gracious.
I mean, it's like men against boys out there. My goodness, that's just rough.
Yeah, I mean, we had him covered and had opportunities to make a tackle in the open field, but you know, he's really fast and then, you know, someone really hard to tackle, and he showed it right there.
My apologies to any families with young children watching. That was brutal. Those members of that defense had a family. Extra point is good. Going to make the score 34-0. Tuttle Tigers with 1:59 left to go. Broncos will have one more chance to score before the half is over. We'll be back with more football here on Oklahoma Sports Network. Oklahoma to watch the Tuttle Tigers, well, I'd say take on the Bethany Broncos, but hammer the Bethany Broncos is more like it right now. It's 34-0. Bethany Broncos having a tough time here in Chad Richardson Stadium here in Tuttle, Oklahoma. 34-0 is the score. 1:59 left to go, but the Broncos have one more shot to try to get something on the scoreboard, get the egg off of it here. Jagger Weaver takes the kickoff return to the 16. And you know, I never said it. Philip Rodriguez here, Brennan Rodriguez, Jordan Rodriguez, and then Caleb Finley, our cameraman, unfortunately on his last night as camera operator because he's too good for us. No, I'm just kidding. But we are here at Tuttle Tigers, Chad Richardson Stadium. Beautiful facilities. We're really happy to be here, really lucky to be here. We do want to send our thanks to the athletic staff or the Tuttle staff, whoever was in there that hooked us up with Johnny's burgers. That was delicious. We're always dumb and we forget to eat, so thank you for feeding our crew so we're not hungry while we're watching our boys get beat here. Taking over at the 17, McLaren handing off to Marcos Lopez to the left side, and he'll go down quickly. No, that's McGee, pardon me.
Yeah, McGee.
Xavier McGee going to go down actually for a loss of about 2.
And that's something I even saw that the Tigers doing in warm-ups when they're out here for defense very shortly was they were working on pursuit and rallying to the football. And that's something, you know, you don't really see a lot of high school players or teams practicing definitely before a game. So
2nd and 12 now on the 15. 1:15 left to go here in the first half. McLaren fakes the handoff, throwing left to Griner. Ball was low, but it is caught. And he'll pick up a few yards on that one.
A little bit of a rushed pass, but great catch by Griner to pick up some quick yards and try and get this third down to a manageable point.
I just want to see us heave it down the field last play of the first half and try to get us a little Doug Flutie magic. Do the kids know about the Doug Flutie Hail Mary in Miami nowadays?
I mean, I know it, but...
Okay. You're a kid. You count. 3rd and 7. McLaren rolling out right. Looking downfield. He has nothing.
No.
He'll be taken down for a big loss.
No, nothing downfield. Everybody was covered up, and just really nothing McLaren can do is just do his best and, you know, not fumble it or throw it downfield for an interception.
Yeah, avoiding a turnover is key here. Got to take what we got. 40 seconds left to go here in the half. Broncos probably going to run as much time off the clock as possible here.
Yeah, get this one down low and maybe kick this one out of bounds, and so you can't get a punt return, but then again, don't want to give it to Tuttle's offense.
Yeah, those punt returners are dangerous. Schluter back there along with Jordan Lane. Jalen Lane. Jalen is number 2. And yeah, Bethany will just let the clock run down and then take a timeout. I guess we'll take a brief timeout ourselves here. Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Back here in Tuttle, Oklahoma, Tuttle Tigers taking on the Bethany Broncos here on Oklahoma Sports Network. Brendan Rodriguez serenading you as we come back from the break. Schluter going to take the return. Fair catch at the 41-yard line. So just 9 seconds left to go here in the half. Tuttle Tigers taking over 1st and 10 on the Bethany 40.
I know you've got me almost twice doing that when I'm singing the song that they're playing.
That time it wasn't on purpose.
Get it back.
Last time it was. I mean, we got to keep these people on the stream entertained somehow.
I mean, I can start singing if we want. If you guys want to go on Facebook and give some suggestions, you know,
right?
I got a little bit of a voice.
Start taking requests. Announcer karaoke. So we'll see if the Tigers take a shot at the end zone. Kind of looking like they're just going to come out and knee it based on where Jalen Lane is standing at back there at the tee.
Yeah, most definitely.
So 9 seconds left to go. Tuttle will kneel it out here in the shotgun. We'll go to halftime with the score, 34-0. Tuttle well ahead of your Bethany Broncos. We'll be back with the second half, though, after halftime on Oklahoma Sports Network. And we are back here in Tuttle, Oklahoma, watching the Tuttle Tigers take on the Bethany Broncos here in 4A Division II. Almost said 6A. 4A Division II matchup. Broncos down here 34-0 here on Oklahoma Sports Network. Phil Rodriguez and Brendan Rodriguez bringing this one to you as always. Bethany going to kick off. Little pooch kick.
Yeah,
covered by number 8. Oh, I'm not. Vanderberg. Yeah. Go ahead, Brendan.
No, definitely, I know this is their first kickoff. It's pretty smart to just kind of pooch that one and keep it out of the way of the Lane brothers.
Keep it away from those Lane brothers. They have been involved in 4 out of the 5 touchdowns tonight.
Playing a little sexy red over
right?
the
Yeah, ski. Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's a FCC violation right there, Brendan. You're going to have to pay that one out of your check. No, I mean, she's red, Tuttle's red. It makes sense. 1st and 10 from the 29. Rounceville going to get the carry around the right side. Stiff arming. Heisman posing. Big lane down the right side, and he gets tripped up at about the 34 by Eli Mars.
Yeah, like we were saying in the first half, this Tuttle running back is really hard to tackle. He definitely doesn't go down by the first man.
Got to be a guy with some D1 offers. That's something I should have been looking at halftime instead of baseball jerseys. Hey.
I mean, yeah, sitting at 6 foot, 200 pounds.
Campbell, right side looking for Schluter. Got him. Sheds the tackle. Boom. Touchdown. Just like that.
Yeah, and definitely you can see morale is low. That was only a two-play score on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, the weather may be clear, but it is raining and pouring on the field right now on our Bethany Broncos. Tuttle band playing from far away. I just heard a distant echo of the fight song. So it's 40-0 now with 11:37 to go in the third. Extra point is good from Oliveras. So 41-0. We'll go ahead and take a quick break here. Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Back here in Tuttle, Oklahoma. Tuttle Tigers beating down on your Bethany Broncos 41-0 here on Oklahoma Sports Network. Playing jump around by House of Pain, but Bethany doesn't have much to jump around about right now. But we're here. We've been playing hard. As Brendan said, though, definitely feels we've seen even a little bit more body language of a team that feels defeated here in the second half. Oliveras with another really solid kickoff. This one returned by Jagger Weaver from the 9. Weaver had a little bit of a lane, but it kind of closed up quickly. He gets out to about the 24.
Yeah, not bad field position to start off their first drive in the second half, and definitely going to need some success on the offensive side.
Would be really nice just to get this egg off the scoreboard. At least then Bethany can say that they've scored as many points against Tuttle as they allowed in 4 games. I'm going to keep harping on that one. It would mean a lot to be able to get in and get a score.
And still Tuttle's got that starting defensive starters out there. Not many substitutions so far.
I seem to recall that was something that they did in the playoffs even when they led late into the game. And that makes a little bit more sense in the playoffs, but regular season, you'd think they'd want to be keeping their guys healthy. Trying to research around here, find offers that Sean Rounceville has. Surprisingly, doesn't seem like he has any, at least that can be found. Handoff to McGee up the middle, picks up about 2 or 3 yards. If there's any bright spots to take from this game, it's that if Wyatt Kiefer is out for an extended time with an injury, Xavier McGee looks like a pretty good replacement.
Yeah, I totally agree with that one. he's shown some good signs of, when he sees an open lane, he takes it and he definitely runs really hard.
And I think that's really what reminds me of Judson Gilliland is there's not really a lot of commonalities between them other than, number and running really hard.
All right.
2nd and 7, 10:55 left to go here in the third. There's McGee running hard, but he gets hit hard, too, by Fielding. Oh, no, that's not Fielding. That is 13. He's got a tough name. No, he doesn't. Brody Fisher. Brody Fisher, hard hit on McGee.
Yeah, definitely stepping up big and filling that gap and laying the thump on McGee.
Bring up another third down for the Broncos. 10:30 left to go, clock counting down. Now, Cruz Campbell's got an offer from UAB, the University of Alabama, Birmingham. So that is something right there. McLaren is going to take the handoff or take the snap, take it himself, up the middle, got back to the line of scrimmage, and not much more after that.
Yeah, gained a little bit, but not enough to pick up the first.
So 4th and 4 from the 28. 9:50 to go in the third. Feel like we'll probably see a pooch punt, but you could see something different. You never know.
Yeah, maybe just say, you know what, the heck with it and just try and get something downfield.
Scoreboard is encouraging fans to get loud, but they said, you know what, I think we've got it. We're good. We're going to chill and enjoy our very tasty bratwurst that we bought at the concession stand. Good punt from McLaren. Past the 40, runs out of bounds at about the 37. So we'll take another quick break here. You're watching Bethany Broncos on Oklahoma Sports Network. And we are back here. Tuttle Tigers taking on the Bethany Broncos here on Oklahoma Sports Network's coverage of Bethany Broncos football here in Chad Richardson Stadium. Still looks like we've mostly got starters out there for Tuttle on 1st and 10 from their own 36. I thought maybe we had a new quarterback, but I think Cruz Campbell just changed his shoes. Right? Did he have those on in the first half? I don't remember him having red shoes.
He might have had some spat on his ankles that he took off. I'm not too
that's
sure.
what it is. Okay, yeah.
Or changed his socks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they look. Are those too short for regulation?
I don't think they're really.
I'm joking. Yeah, I know.
But it is weird to wear short socks in a football game.
Some of these kids, that's how they want to rock it these days. And then the short socks, and then they pull the pants up to where the knee pads don't cover the knees. I don't get that.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have to have them lower. But
it's kind of a 90s thing, though. Rounceville up the middle, taking it around right side as a whole, making people miss. Finally trips over his own offensive lineman, but not before he picks up a first down.
Yeah, it just seems like they're going to stick with this run game and just kind of eat some of that clock up and just continue to get first downs.
Not really anything wrong with that. Clock will continue to run here. 8:30 left to go in the third. 1st and 10 for the Tuttle Tigers at their own 48-yard line. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of a fan of the UAB Blazers over there in Alabama, a little hipstery program.
Oh, yeah.
If Cruz Campbell ends up there, I would enjoy that. Rounceville, around the right side. Picks up about 8 yards. Good carry.
Is he getting an offer from there? Or?
Yeah, no, that was one guy that I did find offers was Cruz Campbell. He's got offers from UAB, from Georgia State, and then from Northwestern Oklahoma State and Pittsburgh State. But Georgia
cool.
State and UAB are both FBS schools.
Yep.
So that would be huge, especially UAB is a program that's got a little bit more on the map. Trent Dilfer has been coaching there, if you know who that is.
No, I don't.
He was quarterbacking the Ravens in 2000 when they won the
cool.
Super Bowl. Game manager type quarterback, not a prestigious name. Good catch there from Lane. No, that's not Lane. Going down to one knee is number 8, Major Vanderberg. We'll get a new set of downs there for the Tigers. This is quickly turning into a Philfax session. But, yeah, the UAB Blazers program, they were shut down completely the University of Alabama boosters basically encouraged the football program to get shut down by the NCAA. It was crazy. Then they brought it back. It's a good story. Rounceville up the middle, again on the carry. Again, Tuttle happy to run some time off the clock here.
Didn't UMass's football program get shut down this year? I think I saw something about that.
I think that's probably true. They were quite insolvent. Not a lot of people going out to those games. Do you know who has the the smallest football stadium in FBS?
Who?
The Charlotte 49ers.
Huh,
15,000 people.
Wow.
You could probably fit that in here.
Yeah.
2nd and 7 for the Tuttle Tigers. 6:40 left to go here in the third quarter. They're on the Bethany 38. Campbell hands off. Rounceville again getting some opportunities to stack up some yardage. Gets down to about the 32, just about a yard or two short of the first. 6:20 on the clock and counting. Breck Brady in on the stop. He's been there a lot tonight.
Yeah, he has, especially against this really good Tuttle offensive line. He's managed to get in there and make some really good tackles.
He's sizing him up, as you might say. 3rd and 1 for Tuttle from the Bethany 32. 6 minutes even on the clock and counting. Campbell, handoff, Rounceville, no surprises there. Lane on the left side, lot of room. He's in a foot race, he'll beat everyone. Touchdown, Sean Rounceville, his second of the night. 32 yards to pay dirt, makes it 47-0 Tuttle Tigers.
Yeah, that was basically all his drive right there. Just was chewing up our defense and had a great run for a score.
Put the team on his back. Not that they really needed him to. They, like the crowd basically said whenever the sign said get loud, they got this. So extra point from Oliveras is through the uprights. Going to make it 48-0. 5:50 left to go here in the third. Bethany Broncos, Oklahoma Sports Network.
Download our free apps on Apple and Android devices. Plus, find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Search Oklahoma Sports Network and watch from anywhere.
Back here in Tuttle, Oklahoma to watch the Tuttle Tigers take on your Bethany Broncos here on Oklahoma Sports Network. Tuttle on top 48-0 after a second Sean Rounceville Jr. touchdown of the night. Tigers really running away with this one with 5:50 left to go here in the third. Some bright spots. The Bethany defense has looked pretty solid, especially on the front four. You wouldn't think it from the score, but we have been there executing assignments for the most part. There's just a lot of elite talent on this team that is hard to match with one-on-one. Jagger Weaver taking the return, has some space on the right side, needs a block, doesn't get it. He was waiting for him to throw that block, just couldn't quite get it, but he did get up to about the 26-yard line. Good return, to about the 29-yard line. Good return from Weaver. Nope, 26, just kidding. It is where I thought it was.
Yeah, I thought they would have spotted him a little further, but I guess not. But, after this game, Bethany next week has Hera at Hera, and I think that will be a really good game. I think that's a
definitely
game Bethany can win.
That's a bright spot we can take away from this one, is that this is far and away the best team, not just in the division, but in the conference. In all of 4A, these are the guys that everybody's scared to play. So we've hung in there a little bit. Again, the score doesn't really show how valiantly Bethany's players have fought through this game. First quarter, it really looked like we were going to give them a pretty close matchup.
Yeah, that's right, and that's definitely something they need to carry over to next week and the rest of this season for sure. Is they've played some really tough teams and not a lot of substitute. A little bit undersized, but you got to think this is a really good, I think, Bethany football team. They just once they get things clicking, I think that's when they're going to start winning.
We're still kind of getting it together, still getting it felt out. We lost so many guys from last season. That's been something we talked about so much this season. 2nd and 8. McLaren rolling out right, looking. Ball's going to skip on the ground before it can reach Cruz Burleson. Blanchard played tonight at Newcastle. That one went final 63-40. No, that was week 2. Just kidding. I don't know why Squirtle wanted to take me to week 2. That's not what we want. Yeah, Elgin crushing people. That's nothing new. Chickasha is beating Hera 19-14. So that's a good chance. Good sign for us against Hera because we beat Chickasha pretty easily.
I know we got the win over Ardmore last year, but I don't know what their team looks like this year. But we have them after Hera.
That's something to look at. They're beating the tails off of Medill right now, but Medill is winless and 69-0 against Tuttle. McLaren dropping back to pass under a lot of pressure, escaping, still on his feet, and manages to throw the ball away to an interception that almost surely will be, not returned for a touchdown. McCoy's pushed out. Well, you probably would have rather him taken the sack there.
Well, there's a flag down on the field. I don't know if it'll be against Tuttle.
We'll try to remain hopeful here.
But, McLaren did what he could. He got away from a couple tackles. It was really athletic move, like you said, kind of a Baker move. But, it's 4th down. You're down by this much. Trying to throw it and get it somewhere. And, unfortunately it was intercepted. But
I'm a dum-dum. I forgot we already played Blanchard because I wasn't here for that game last week.
I got the win over Blanchard. That was a really, really good game. It had me on the edge of my seat, and all of us in the.
I mean, now that we've sorry, Brendan.
No, you're good. That was it.
I was just going to say, now that we played Tuttle, I think that's basically the toughest opponent that we've got for the remainder of the schedule. We got Hera, then we get our last home game at versus Ardmore, then we're at Tecumseh at Medill.
How many wins is it in a season to get a playoff game? Is it 6 or is it 7?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I thought it was more based on division standings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if there was a certain win.
So 1st and 10 after the penalty, or pardon me, after the interception, but they're going to push it all the way back to the 25 after the penalty, and we finally see some backups for Tuttle. Parker Madison in at quarterback, handing off to the backup running back, number 22, Carter Vanuken. So, standings will be pretty much the same. Bethany was undefeated in conference play up to this point. Tuttle at number 1, 5-0 overall, 2-0 conference. Bethany, we were at 3-2, 2-0 conference, and then Blanchard right underneath us with the standing 1-1 in conference, 1-1 in the division. So even with Blanchard probably winning tonight, us losing tonight, we still hold the tiebreaker, so we'll still be in second place even after this really disappointing loss. So playoff spot is absolutely not just up for grabs and something that we can talk about, but something that looks like it's going to happen for Bethany unless something really bad happens.
Yeah, and I definitely think this is a playoff team. Once they're firing on all cylinders and have momentum on their side, they're a tough opponent to stop because that's what happened in Blanchard. There were some times where kind of looked like we may have been down for a little bit, but they just kept fighting offensive and defensively.
Yeah, Tecumseh hasn't been a terribly fierce team either. They've only scored 38 points in their 5 matchups so far this season. Quick carry there on a 3rd and 9 for Tuttle. Goes down pretty quick. Breck Brady again on the stop. That kid's got to have about 10 tackles at this point.
Yeah, they're going to try the field goal, and this is going to be the longest field goal we've seen a high school try.
Absolutely, yeah, this season. Maybe of all time since you and I have been taking over. This is a long field goal. So 26-yard, back at the 37. I think this is a 47-yard field goal.
Oh, it's blocked.
Oh, and it's blocked. Great job by the Broncos, and Breck Brady will fall on it. No, he picks up on it and tries to return it. But they'll rule that one dead. So 2 field goal tries for Tuttle tonight, 2 misses.
Yeah, that was a good job by Griner, using his speed to get on the outside and bat that one down.
So 48-0 still the score, of course. Bethany only 28 passing yards and 19 rushing yards for 47 total yards, according to the Tuttle Tigers scoreboard. I hate to say it, Brandon, but I think that that's probably right.
Yeah, but I would have believed that Tuttle had some more passing yards. I think it only said 43. That was weird. I don't know.
All right, yeah, let's not rely on those statistics then. Just thought it was a fun little thing we could pull from, but those numbers seemed a little wonky.
Maybe a first half.
maybe
stat.
or second half
Yeah.
stat. Yeah. So 2:44 left to go here in the third. Going to be 1st and 10 from the 21 for Bethany, but they're going to take a quick timeout, and so we'll take one ourselves here. Bethany Broncos, Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Tuttle, Oklahoma. Tuttle Tigers taking on the Bethany Broncos here in Division 4A2 football on Oklahoma Sports Network. Tuttle leading 48-0 with 2:44 left in the third. This one's pretty much a foregone conclusion, but Bethany and Xavier McGee still battling forward, trying to get something out of this one. He swallowed up pretty quickly just past the 20.
This has kind of seemed like a long third quarter compared to the first and second quarter.
That's true, and considering that the game's pretty much been over, you'd think
Yeah.
we'd be moving that clock a little bit.
Not too sure.
Creeping. 2:15 left to go in the third. They're going to call that a 1-yard loss, so it's 2nd and 11 now from the 20 for the Broncos. McGee going to get the call again, right side, stumbling, bumbling, putting his shoulder down, picking up about 5. Great running from McGee. He's been the offensive star of the night for the Broncos, without a doubt.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I think that wind's blowing just right. We're catching some sniffs of that Taco Mayo right
Does
next to the
smell
stadium. They're shutting those down like all across the city. It's hard to find them. Taco Bueno reigns supreme.
I don't think I've ever been to a Taco Mayo.
3rd and 6 from the 25. McLaren fakes the handoff, taking to the left side, trying to get away, throws it up in the air, caught.
Oh, wow.
Not a big gain, but, better that than something bad happen. And Marcos Lopez with the catch.
That is, I believe that's Chapman.
Oh, Chapman,
Yeah.
pardon me. That 16 and 15 are hard to tell apart.
Yeah, it is. They kind of got the same build, and those numbers are close.
Stops the clock with 1:16 left to go in the third, bringing up a 4th and 6 from Bethany's own 25.
I didn't ever notice McLaren is the long snapper for their punt formation.
Yeah, we got the actual,
Oh.
and he long snaps it right over the head of the kicker, who's going to get smacked. That's number 45, Noah Herring.
Yeah, I don't know if that one's a curse to the commentator, but
Yeah, that one did not work out. It's going to be 1st and goal now for the Tuttle Tigers at the Bethany 2-yard line. Cody Martin came in to punt that one, our field goal kicker, and he never had a chance. Snap went right over his head. Yeah, they're saying Roundsville has 14 carries, 145 yards, and 2 touchdowns tonight.
wow.
That does sound like correct statistics. That part sounds correct. Minute 10 left in the third. Tuttle got their backups in there again here, and that's going to be something that Bethany's defense can eat up.
Yeah, great.
Big loss on that one.
Yeah, I was about to say Breck Brady, but I believe that is a different player.
I think we've got some backups in ourselves.
Yeah, they're saying that is Garrett, in at linebacker for the tackle.
So 2nd and goal now from the Bethany 8, 6-yard loss on that play. Yeah, Tristan Garrett, number 24, junior
Yes.
linebacker on the stop. 26 seconds and counting here in the third. Another handoff to the running back there, number 22, Van Auken. Picks up maybe 3. And McGee gets in on the tackle.
And that's another thing that is taken into consideration is a lot of these guys are playing both sides of the ball, and that's tough.
Tire you out.
Absolutely.
So that's going to run the clock out to the end of the third quarter. We'll go into the fourth quarter. Tuttle Tigers easily going to take this one home. 48-0 in the lead. We'll be back with the fourth on Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast, or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Back here in Tuttle, Oklahoma at Chad Richardson Stadium to watch the Tuttle Tigers take on your Bethany Broncos. It's been rough going in this game. We're down 48-0. Tuttle in possession. Looking at a 3rd and goal from the Bethany 6 here with fresh new fourth quarter, 12 minutes on the clock. Quarterback Parker going to take it left side, has a gap, and he's going to score. Touchdown Tigers. That'll make it a 50-burger. 54-0 on the scoreboard now. Oliveris in to attempt an extra point. He's been 0 for 2 on field goals, but he's made all but 1 extra point. And this one will be through the uprights. 55-0. Tigers ahead. We'll take a quick break and hear from our sponsors one more time. Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Any other use of this telecast, or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without...
Back here in Tuttle, Oklahoma, Tuttle Tigers steamrolling our Bethany Broncos right now, 55-0. The backups finally got in and scored, even though we knocked them back a few times on a goal-to-go situation after a bad snap on a punt gave Tuttle really good field position. So we've still got all 12 minutes of the fourth quarter left to go here as we get underway for the kickoff.
Wow.
Good kick from Oliveris into the end zone. Give Bethany possession at their 20 once again.
Why did they put 5 seconds back on the clock when it was
I
at
was wondering about
11:55?
that. That's what I was thinking, is that,
But-
that would be physically impossible for them to have run a play and not taken time off the clock.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Maybe we'll get that corrected. I guess they just want us to be here all night, Brendan. I
guess
think that's
so.
the plan.
And isn't the running clock into rule now? Is that it?
Again, I thought so. But what do we know? We just work here. Broncos will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20. I think we do have a new fella in there at quarterback.
That is number 17, which is not on the roster for some reason.
Oh, that's weird.
The number's not. He might be, but
Let me check on my laminated copy that I took a photograph of because we are professionals. Yeah, I've got Noah Mars. I'm guessing that's Eli's little brother. Freshman quarterback. All 5'8", 160 of them. So it's 2nd and 12. Yeah, they stopped the clock between that play, too, and that makes no sense. Handoff up the middle, picks up 3 or 4 yards, but he loses the ball.
I think they're keeping it with Bethany.
Yeah, they're going to say Bethany still got it. Oh, no, they're going to say Tuttle ball.
Oh, wow.
So Tuttle Tigers will take over from the Bethany 24. Sort of a
It was a good run.
sort of a late, unenthusiastic call. Sort of like the unenthusiastic PA calls. Again, it's 55-0. Why do you sound like you're so sad?
Me?
No, the
Oh.
PA guy. No, we have reason to be sad. But we are remaining professional in the face of adversity. 11:10 to go in the 4th on that not running clock. Ball on the Bethany 24. Hand off to, it's not Van Dyke, Van Auken.
There you go.
Van Dyke is he was the Miami quarterback. Now it's Carson Beck with his weird Ice Age sloth face.
Oh, my goodness.
You don't tell me you haven't seen the memes. He looks just like him. Sid the Sloth, that's his name. .35 on this clock here in the 4th quarter that will hopefully continue to run. At the same time, though, it would be really nice to see our boys from Bethany at least get one score on the board. Another handoff to Van Auken. Moving the pile across the 20 and close to the first down, but not quite there.
And even though this is Tuttle's 2nd string, they have quite a bit of size on that offensive line.
You know how they are out here. Those ag boys. When you call the Tuttle phone number, the main phone number, they have an ag department. Comes right after the athletic department. And then you have to wait to talk to a representative. It's like calling Paycom. It's crazy. 3rd and 1 here for the Tuttle Tigers. Hand off to another fella here that's still Van Auken.
Yep.
Jukin people picks up enough to make it 1st and goal. 9:45 left to go. 1st and goal to 7.
And I'm just going to assume that they're not going to have a running clock for the 4th quarter.
Oh, no, there it goes. Yeah, we were all kind of shrugging our shoulders over here.
Not too sure.
9:30 left to go. 1st and goal from the 7 for the Tigers. Another handoff. Van Auken gets met with a pile of bodies right at about the 4-yard line.
Morgan with the tackle, ball at the 3. Be 2nd goal.
2nd and goal now from the 3. 9 minutes and counting in the 4th and in the game here. Going to stick to this shotgun 2 wide set that they've been running with their backups. Van Auken, another carry, following his blockers right into the end zone. They're making it look too easy out there right now.
Still got the lights flickering.
61-0 is now the score. 8:45 left to go still in the fourth. Oliveris nails the extra point. 8:45 left to go. Tuttle ahead 62-0 here on Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Tuttle, Oklahoma, Tuttle Tigers steamrolling, whomping, whooping, every word that you can use, every synonym. The Bethany Broncos 62-0 here on Oklahoma Sports Network with 8:45 still left to go here in the fourth. Names of those working on this broadcast have been redacted. A picture of zebras just randomly appeared on the scoreboard.
Huh.
So that's where our mental state is right now. If you're still here with us, we appreciate you. We're glad you're here. We're sorry about your Broncos. Maybe we'll still get to see a score here as Cruz Burleson takes the return across the 20, gets yanked down at about the 22. Still 8.5 minutes left to go, and a lot of second stringers in there for Tuttle. Stranger things have happened, Brendan.
I like that saying. Stranger things have happened.
And I don't know why I keep calling you Brendan. That's not your name.
What's my name?
Your name is Brendan. Brendan Collinsworth. Not Brandon.
You know, I'll take anything that's close.
You're not Brandon.
We
don't go Brandon.
My roommates call me Brendan because it's a funny meme from the Night of the Museum. Jonah Hill was playing a security officer. His name was Brendan.
Here's Cruz Burleson getting involved again. Made one tackler miss, but then ends up getting tackled for a loss of about 4. I think maybe your roommates don't like you. You should kick them in the Achilles.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, the other one.
Yes, yes. Second and 13 from their own 20. 8 minutes left to go here in the fourth. Noah Mars in at quarterback. Hands it off to, oh, that's a new fella, 25. That's Xavier Price, freshman. Seeing lots of freshmen get involved. That was something we talked about the last time we had a rough loss on this team, is there's a lot of youth. A lot of guys coming up. Nowhere to go really for this Bethany team but up. And considering that we're a playoff-worthy team and we're just going to get more talented, I don't think it's crazy that you could say that this team could contend for state championships in the next few years. Right now, it is hard to think about that when you're down by 9 scores.
Yeah, some confusion from the play from Mars, and I don't think they could get the playoff. So,
well, and I've run out of things to vamp with, so we'll take a break. 7 minutes, 10 seconds left. Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Tuttle, Oklahoma, watching the Tuttle Tigers take on the Bethany Broncos. It's been rough for our Broncos. 62-0 is the score with 7:10 left to go in the fourth. Cruz Burleson getting a little shotgun pass real quick, or a shovel pass, pardon me, taking up the middle for about 3 yards on 3rd and 9 from the Bethany Bronco 24. So going to bring up about 4th and 6 now from the 27. Might as well go for it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wonder if they're going to let. Oh, no, I think they're going to punt it.
It does look like we're punting. Don't adjust your television sets. There is a number 21 on the field for your Broncos. It is not Wyatt Geisler. It is Maxwell Green, a freshman, running back, linebacker. He was going to be a punter, too, but he can't get the punt off. He'll be tackled at about the 22 for a turnover on downs.
Yeah, definitely did not have time to punt the ball or anywhere to run. So,
you know, I think they beat Medill last week. Tuttle did 69-0. And it is looking like that could be the score when we get done here, potentially. Tuttle looking to, for some reason, put more points on the board. Up 62-0 with 6.5 minutes left. They will opt to run up the score instead of run out the clock. So 1st and 10 from the Bethany 23. Van Uken is still in at running back, or is that a new fella here? No, it's Brody Dobbs in at running back with Tucker Howell, senior backup quarterback, in at quarterback. So 3rd stringers in now for the Tigers, so we'll at least give them that. Can't really accuse a team of trying to run up the score if they got their 3rd stringers in there. That's on you to stop them. Clock at 5:50 and counting. 2nd and 6 from the Bethany 19. High snap, hands it off. Strong running. Broncos can't bring him down. Tuttle will get another 1st down off of the Dobbs carry. Lou Dobbs.
Yeah, even with the 3rd string, they still have that really good ground game.
They still have big hog mollies on the line no matter what string it is. These guys are out here eating cattle feed with the HGH in it or something. My goodness. Big boys all across.
Number 75, Jesse Obston, 6'1", 250 pounds. As a 3rd stringer.
Is he a sophomore maybe too? He looks like he's probably an underclassman.
He's
Dobbs.
a freshman.
Wow. That's going to be my little turtle guy, my son. He's a big boy too.
Another guy, Hunter McCuddy, 6 foot, 265. He is a sophomore.
More stout than tall, but you know, a brick wall is a brick wall no matter how it's shaped.
And then the biggest one out there is Camden Boswell, freshman, 6'4", 250.
Golly, yeah, see? A bunch of underclassmen with upperclassmen size. 2nd and 9 from the Bethany 10. Dobbs around, and he's the 3rd running back for the Tuttle Tigers to score a touchdown. 68-0. Now the score with 4:40 to go. Why not go for 2, make it an even 70? I guess you're trying to go for the nice score. But like I said, I think they beat Medill last week 69-0, and I think there's a good chance that's what our final is going to be in this one, as Oliveras nails the extra point, makes it 69-0. 4:40 left to go. What the hey? We'll hear from our sponsors one more time. Be right back here on Oklahoma Sports Network.
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, PayMe Checking puts real money right into your account when you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. PayMe Checking, the free account that pays you only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Back here, Tuttle Tigers, Tuttle, Oklahoma, Chad Richardson Stadium, Oklahoma Sports Network, Bethany Broncos, Philip Rodriguez, Brandon Rodriguez, Jordan Rodriguez. Football game, bad. Big score, 69-0. Bethany, no do good. Bad time. We sad. I could just do the rest of the game like that.
Yeah, there you go. Do
Why
it.
not? I think the two viewers left on our broadcast would enjoy that. Pooch kick, scooped up, making people miss. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is this? Number 2 for the Broncos takes the return across the 50 and into Tuttle territory. That's Deacon Howell.
There we go.
A demon deacon himself. Who? Hole?
I didn't hear what the
PA
announcer
guy
said.
just called him Hole. No, that is Deacon Howell, number 2, wide receiver defensive back. Seen him get involved a little bit tonight. He's easily spottable by his way too long white T-shirt.
I guess that's how they say it down here in Tuttle. Hole.
Hole. He's that Hole guy right there. So 1st and 10 from the Tuttle 40 here, from the Tuttle 40. Handoff, new running back there, number 30. On my roster, that is going to be Kemper Denton, a freshman. I like seeing the freshmen get involved, but dang it, let's get down there and get one on the board.
Maybe let Mars throw one down the field or something.
Yeah, why not? Let's see what this kid's got. What he's got, Phil, is some noodle arms. Well, he's a freshman, okay? Watch, I'll call him noodle arms, and then he'll uncork it for like 60 yards. 2nd and 11 from the 41. Another handoff to our guy, and once again, he is swallowed up. Denton, once again, unable to find anything. Freshman Kemper Denton. Nice side-to-side juking, just couldn't quite get anybody to fall for it. 3:30 left on the clock here in this one. Bring up a 3rd and 12 now from the Tuttle 42. We'll see the kid uncork it.
Launch it.
Number 2, Deacon Jones on the bottom of your screen. No, he's not. Deacon Jones is the old defensive lineman. Deacon Howell is at the bottom of your screen. Deacon Jones is a legendary defensive lineman that played for the Rams, and that's Cruz Burleson this time, though. Tries to find some room around the right side, and he's swallowed up pretty quickly. Going to bring up a quick 4th down here with 2:55 left to go.
And I guess just, continue to go for it. No reason to punt.
What do you got to lose? And I guess I might be wrong about that 69-0 final score, looking more like 76-0 at this point. Too much time on the board for Tuttle to not try to do something. Maybe they'll go easy on us and just knee it out. We'll see. In any event, it's 4th and 13 from the Tuttle 43 here. 2:30 left to go. 8 seconds on the play clock. Mars in the shotgun, Denton to his right. He's a lefty. He'll throw. Nice pass! And it's caught. No, but it's dropped. Oh, it's on the money. Noah Mars with the left arm. Not a lot of zing on it, but a heck of a lot of accuracy.
Great throw,
Wow.
Mars.
Wow. The freshman can throw. There you go. I said it. I said I'm going to make fun of the kid, and then he's going to turn around and impress me, and he went and did it. Kudos, Mr. Mars. I see you.
Yeah, great throw. That was cool to watch. See him getting to throwing down the field here in this Tuttle Stadium.
If he can get that throwing motion just like a little quicker, put some zip on that ball, that kid could be good. That's a freshman with that pass. 69-0 the score, 2:20 left to go. Tigers going to get one more shot to do something. We'll see if they keep trying to stack on or if they just try to kind of run this one out. Dobbs again in at running. No, another new running back. This is the 4th one we've seen now. That's Gavin Engel.
And a new quarterback.
And a new quarterback as well, number 18, Connor Sutherland. He's a freshman.
A lot of quarterbacks on the depth chart.
Well, they got a lot of roster.
They do. They have a lot
I think they
of
got
kids.
maybe, 20 more kids than we do, 15 more kids than we do. I see a lot more shiny red helmets than white helmets, that's for sure. 1:45 and counting on the clock. 2nd and 1 from the Bethany 48. Angle trying to find an angle around the left side, but he's pulled down for a big loss from Denton, the freshman.
Yeah, good pursuit and good tackle.
Yeah, Denton struggled as a running back, but boy, shuts down on the pursuit. Good job. Saying this is exactly what I'm talking about. Now we got proof is in the pudding right here. There's some young guys on this Bethany team with a ton of potential. If we can keep these guys on our roster, things could get really good for this team in the future. Coach MacArthur has been a stalwart for us for a long time. I don't think he's going anywhere. Minute left in the game. Tuttle taking their time here. No hurry. They've got a big lead, and they're going to sit on it. 3rd and 4 from the Bethany 49. Angle gets the carry, takes it around the right side, finds some running room, and he'll get enough for the first down.
Angle with the carry. Ball to the 35. That will be good for a total first down. Tankersley with the tackle. 1st and 10. Tuttle.
1st and 10 from the Bethany 45. Referee signaling for the clock to continue to run. So at 45 seconds, it will continue to climb down, and this will be our second to last play of the night. Tuttle looking like they might just need this one out a couple times. So tough loss for the Broncos. Just kidding. They're going to hand it off to Angle. Left side. Pulled down. Not really anywhere to go. Denton again in on the stop. This kid's a good linebacker.
Yeah, he sees the ball really well, and he's been on in every tackle.
So I think that's going to do it. The clock will run out. 10 seconds and counting. So 69-0 will be your final, just like I thought. Same one, unfortunately, as they had against Medill. But don't think that we are the same team quality as Medill. We're still second in the conference standings. Still playoff spot well within our reach. Lots of teams that we can beat coming up in the schedule. We'll just see how it goes for us for the rest of the season. We'll be back next week on Thursday against Hera. So at Hera. So don't forget that one. Set your clock. We'll see you Thursday night, Broncos. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for staying with us. For Phil Rodriguez, Jordan Rodriguez, Brennan Rodriguez, and Caleb Finley, the quitter. Just kidding.